Hello there and welcome to Cat Luna Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today's question is, how do they see you? What do they think of you? What sort of impression do you leave onto them? Now, they or them can be interpreted however you like it. This could be one person in mind. This could be a group of people. For instance, you could be asking, how do my coworkers view me? How do his friends view me? Meaning maybe a person you're dating or interested. And so this could be one people or a group of people you're asking about, or it could just be people in general. What kind of first impression do you leave what kind of first impression do you leave? Okay, so we have 8 piles today. So hopefully we'll get a lot of messages. Pile 1, we have this spider or tarantula, however you want to see it. We have pile 2 with a feather. Pile 3, a rose. Pile 4, chameleon. Pile 5, we have a lizard or a gecko. Pile 6 is a little glass turtle. Pile 7 is a parrot. This is really pretty. I think it's made out of seashell. And pile 8, this beetle, I guess, a beetle. All right, and then I will go ahead and see you in your timestamp down below. All right there, pile 1, if you picked this red little spider, then this is your reading. Okay, so overall energies of your first impression that you give off. We have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. And we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. Okay, so you may be a Scorpio because that's what I really think of when I see the spider. I also think of, if you watch Riverdale, or if you're familiar with that show, there's the redhead, Cheryl Blossom. And she kind of has that intense personality, also red hair. And anyways, the reason I think of her is because she wears a spider pin very similar to this with the red. So that's somebody who kind of like that you don't want to mess with, really. They can attack, or not attack, but it's just somebody you don't want to mess with because there's a very powerful energy to a Scorpio type. Not saying that has to be your sun sign to relate to this pile, but that could be the type of energy you give off. So it's somebody a little more shy and reserved and to themselves, but there is a weirdness about you. Like maybe it's the way that you dress. Maybe there is even Aquarius energy about you. That could be your sun sign. It doesn't have to be. But there is something about you, like when you first walk into a room, that's weird. It could be like you have a really quirky personality, or you just make some like weird jokes that only some people are going to relate to, but the ones that do, it's like they really, really like you. Other people, it's like you could come off as like they don't know how to really approach you. Not everyone is going to get you right away. The people who get you are really, really going to get you, but it's not going to be everybody. And maybe if you are inquiring about one person right now, that could be how they feel about you. It's like their first impression is, oh, I don't really know. Like, we also have, and I'm just going to be reading these cards intuitively. For the Archangel cards, we have Indigo and Crystal Children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Now, that doesn't really mean like you're hanging out with kids all the time. That could mean like you have, nephews or nieces or family members that are children that are a big part of your life. But what I'm getting more of this card, more from this card, is the sensitive part. So you could be an empath. I'm just seeing somebody who is just a little bit different than the norm. You probably don't relate to being like everybody else. That's why I'm getting kind of that Aquarius energy. Again, you don't have to be an Aquarius, but you just see things differently than everyone else does. You maybe have a different point of view. Maybe you just really, really care about other people. You care about children. It could be animals. There could be just groups of people. That's kind of such an Aquarius thing too, that humanitarian aspect. So for your tarot, we have the Sun. We have, I'm trying to fit everything in here. Okay, we have the Sun. We have the Ten of Voices. And the Hierophant. And as you can see, she's kind of hunched over like to herself. Again, kind of mirroring that Scorpio vibe, that it's somebody who has, a mask on. So it's like, this is definitely that pile of only some people are going to know the true you right away, because you are so different than the norm. So you're not the type of person that is going to relate to every single 100% of people on that deep level. But there are going to be people who are just as weird as you are, that are totally going to get you right away. So it's more of a select few are going to actually get you. And if you are inquiring about one person, you may have that energy where people either they like you right away or they don't like you right away. And I think it's because people aren't going to get the true you right away. You are the type of personality or person where people really have to get to know you, to know your true personality and what you're all about. But I think I see that as a very positive thing. Like you're not like everybody else. And that personality and the way you see things outside of the box is probably part of your life's mission. Like maybe you can help out certain groups of people because you can see things through their eyes. Like, for an example, this can maybe not for everybody, but I mean, for me, in my life, like I've been homeless before, I've lived in my car. So when I see other homeless people, I just really, really relate to that because I've been there. So you can see other groups of people, maybe you are Hispanic or you're Mexican, and you see how people are being treated at the border or how children are being treated. And there's just something where you can really relate to groups of people that are maybe struggling where you've gone through the same thing. I'm getting that with this pile here. More of a shy, quiet energy. Something really special about people like this. There's something really special. So the people that you do relate to, the friends that you keep in your circle, they're probably going to be just as weird as you, and you could probably have like an eclectic group of friends where they all have different types of personalities. Something very beautiful. You could even be the type that likes to do yoga or meditate. There could be just like more of a peaceful energy about you. And overall pretty positive. So that's all the messages that I have for you today, pile one. Please leave me a like if you resonated with this in any way. Please subscribe. This is a brand new channel and I could use every single subscriber that I can get. So if you do subscribe, I really, really appreciate that. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, that will be in my Etsy shop. So I will link that down below. And yeah, thank you so much again for tuning in today. Hi there, pile one. If you chose this silver feather, I'm seeing it as a feather or an angel wing. And there's some really like soft, even feminine energy to this pile. Okay, so let's get into your cards. So we have Star Family. You are part of a team of souls, call in support. You're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So if you are inquiring about one person in particular, they can literally be a part of your star family or soul family, or just a soulmate, even twin flame connection. I'm seeing that here. So there is a deep connection. If you are inquiring about just one person, if you are asking just, what kind of impression do people have of you in general, there is a very watery nature, emotional, empathic, intuitive nature to this pile. I'm getting, even though this could be air sign with the feather, I'm getting water, like a Cancer or Pisces. And there's something just very, very beautiful and feminine. If you are a female, people are going to get the impression that you are physically beautiful, physically attractive when you walk into the room. I'm getting kind of a quiet nature with this one as well. Even though we have air present, air could be somebody who has really good communication skills. There could even be Gemini here with kind of the twin nature going on. But even if you are a Gemini, I don't know if I'm getting that overly talkative or overly outgoing feeling that I get with Gemini normally. Maybe you just have a good balance of feminine and masculine energy about you. So where you're maybe not completely an extrovert or completely an introvert. Maybe you're more of an omnivore, or that's probably not the word for it, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so just let's get into more messages here. And I'm just going to be reading these cards intuitively. We have Hello from Heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Lots of purple energy. That is psychic energy. So even if you are somebody who is an air sign or a little more talkative, there is a really intuitive nature about you. Queen of Materials. Yeah, if you are inquiring about one person or people in general, they think you are so physically attractive. Even the clothes that you wear, or if you're, a female, it could be how you do your makeup. I mean, males can wear makeup, but you know what I mean. Page of Emotions and Four of Emotions. Again with that mirroring. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if this is one person you are asking about, they are definitely a soulmate type of person, and you guys have a heart-to-heart connection and a psychic connection. You guys could be talking to each other in the 5D. If you are just asking about what's my impression on people in general, again, it's mirroring that emotional nature, the very soft nature, maybe, again, very empathic. Maybe you just really relate to people on a heart-to-heart level, they could feel you have this calming presence to you. So people could just feel very comfortable around you. I could see you also kind of relating to pile 1 if you were drawn to that pile as well. There is a little bit of that you're not for everyone type of nature, or you're a little more shy and a little more just special and unique, where only certain types of people are going to relate to you, but the people that do relate to you are going to be very, very important. But there's also just that, the air energy, which Gemini or Libra, we're kind of like, you get along with everybody and you just leave a good impression on people. You could be the type of person that likes to look really good when you go out or when you go out to meet people. You don't want to be caught outside without your hair being done or brushed. I don't know. I'm such a Sagittarius, and I get compliments that are like, oh, I like your grungy style. And I'm like, what? I wasn't trying to be grungy. So there's definitely types of people who don't care about that. I am getting with this pile that you probably want to look really nice. And if that's not resonating, then you just have a charisma about you to where, you don't want to come off as harsh or, too brutally honest. Like, you kind of want to, I don't want to say sugarcoat things, like you're not being authentic. That's not the vibe I'm getting, but yeah, kind of smooth things out as to leave a good impression on people and to kind of get along with everybody. All right, so yeah, I was just taking a little sip of my coffee there. All right, so pile 2, that is all the messages that I have for you today. If you liked this video or resonated with it at all, please give me a thumbs up so I know that you did. If you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, you can absolutely leave those in the comment section down below. I'm going to be looking at those for sure. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could do that in my Etsy shop, and I will leave that information down below. And make sure to subscribe. I'll be putting out new videos almost every day, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. All right, thank you so much for tuning in today. All right, pile number 3, if you chose this golden rose, this is your pile. All right, so overall energy here, we have 8 of Cups / the Moon, 3 of Swords, lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Victory. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. I think with this pile, I'm just going to go ahead and lay out all the cards first. I didn't do that with any of the other piles. And yeah, you got more cards than anyone with this pile. Okay, so we have the 8 of Materials, Seven of Voices, Queen of Inspiration, and the Page of Materials. Push that in the frame a little better. Okay. Okay, so for this pile, I'm definitely getting the feeling that you're somebody that comes off as very shy, like your first impression, but you are not a shy person at all, especially with the Queen of Inspiration down here. But lifting the veil and the moon, the Eight of Cups, the first impression you give, that you leave, is that they don't really know about you when you first meet them. So you could be very shy just around new people or people you don't know. And then once people actually get to know you, you come off as very outgoing. You could be the type of person that just makes a bunch of jokes. You could have like a style about you that is just very vibrant. You could be a little more daring with the fashion choices that you make. Eight of Materials is coming out, so that your clothing, jewelry. This woman's wearing tattoos in this picture. I'm being drawn to her hair. You could have like colorful hair, lots of jewelry or tattoos. There's something about your physical appearance that is very captivating, and it could even be misleading. Like maybe the way that you look and the vibe that you give off it's very, very different than who you really are actually. So when people get to know you, they're like, oh, I didn't expect you to be like this. Like maybe you have a whole bunch of piercings or tattoos and people might be afraid and they're like, maybe that person is really intense, or they can, make assumptions about you. People maybe project things onto you or make assumptions about you that are just a little bit off from where you actually are. And I'm seeing this like the way that they think about you and they are projecting onto you is not who you actually are. And who you actually are is very, very authentic. And I think people are like pleasantly surprised when they get to know you. You could have definitely related to any of the first two piles as well, because there is this energy about you like you're one in a million. Like no one is really exactly like you. As far as like zodiac signs, there it could really be anything with this pile. I'm getting fire, earth, air, water. So could be any of the zodiac signs, but there was kind of some Aquarius energy coming through where you're just very different, or just like more outside of the box. Maybe you just have a different view on things. If you are inquiring about one person in particular, like you want to know if they are interested in you, the answer is yes. They are definitely attracted to you. They want to ask you out, but they might be intimidated by you, by your energy. But if this is a romantic person you're asking about, there's definitely like a victory here. It's definitely saying like, go for it, spread your wings, go. It is going to work out. But they're afraid. They're intimidated. And I think it's because they are just very, very attracted, like literally physically attracted to you. And they could be intimidated by that. But also just the vibe. Yeah. Like I said before, the vibe you give out doesn't match what you actually are. If that makes sense. But there is something very beautiful about that. It's like the people that do get to know you really do know you. And the people that you keep in your life, that group of friends, they know you very well and they're going to be very special to you. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of similarities between this and the first two, just because there's a little just more shy or quiet energy about this. And lots of roses. I know you got the rose, and there's lots and lots of roses here. So you could be very just literally physically beautiful, and that might be intimidating to some people. Yeah, so if you are feeling like, okay, the person I'm asking about maybe isn't coming forward, or maybe in general you feel like people are not that open with me, people do not come to me, Spirit is saying maybe you should spread your wings, open up a little bit more to others. Maybe you should go out and be the first person to talk to somebody. If you're wondering why someone isn't asking you out, maybe you should be the first one to do it and make the first move. And I think you'll get a lot of positive feedback from there. Just because there is something intimidating about you, and if you're the first one to like break the ice, it's going to go very well for you, is what I'm seeing. So that could be a little advice from Spirit there. And yeah, I think that's all the messages I have for this pile today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonated with this at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I will link my Etsy shop down below to where you can get a reading with me. And please subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. I put up videos out almost every day, and I definitely take requests. So you could leave that in the comments below if you have any requests. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, pile number 4. If you chose this chameleon, this is your reading. Okay, overall energy. We have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And I'm going to be reading these cards just very intuitively. Okay, we have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. We have six of wands and the tower. Gifts from God, Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay, for your tarot, we have awakening, number 20, which is also judgment. The Empress, number 3. And Hanged Muse, or the Hanged Man, number 12. Okay, so you definitely could have been drawn to any of the other piles today as well. Kind of the message from pile number 3 was like what you see, you know, the impression that you give off, what you see is not what you get. So if you are into astrology or know anything about your birth chart, it could be the case that your sun sign and your rising sign are just very, very different in very different elements. For example, you could be like a Pisces sun with an Aries rising. So that impression you give of people is going to be very outgoing and fiery, but then who you really are on the inside is more just peaceful, intuitive, at rest, or vice versa. You could be somebody who's very, very outgoing once people get to know you, but the vibe you give off is somebody who's very quiet and shy. So there's kind of that like opposite thing going on. It's like you're kind of like you're wearing a mask, but everyone has a rising sign, and that could be your rising sign can be the same as your sun sign, just in general. You know, if have a fire sun sign and a fire rising sign, you feel pretty similar in all situations. Like when you meet people for the first time and when you are friends with somebody, you kind of act similarly. There's nothing holding you back. But with this pile, it's like when you meet people for the first time, you're not acting the same way you do with them as with your very close friends. There is an element of people have to get to know you to get to know the real you. And you really are such an authentic person. It's like people who do know you, who are in your circle of friends, have this really deep heart-to-heart connection with you. So you are able to relate to people on a deep emotional level. There's lots of sharing. It could be with the person you're inquiring about or just people in general. Like you kind of get others. You could be a really intuitive or emotional or empathic type of person. But with this pile, you could be either outgoing or introverted. Like for this one, definitely, maybe when people meet you, they just think, wow, you are really outgoing or really outspoken. But like I said earlier before, there is going to be just a deeper level to you that only, your closest friends are going to know this deeper you. And people you meet for the first time are going to know more of this outer you. So you definitely could, like, oh my gosh, I have this friend, Taylor, who is very, very, very talkative. The first time I met her, I thought maybe she was a little superficial. But then when I got to know the real her, I was like, whoa, she is very, very spiritual, very, very deep, has so much, deep intuition and intuitive knowledge. And that could be with this pile. Like maybe you come off to people like you're only interested in surface level stuff, but that's not actually who you are at all. If you are inquiring about one person in particular, they think you are so, 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 so beautiful. With the Empress coming up, that is divine feminine energy. They think you have everything. Like there is a little bit of putting you up on a pedestal here where they literally think that you're perfect. And that could be a little like you're like, oh no, like I'm just waiting to get knocked down off this pedestal because they kind of hold me in such a high regard. So that could almost be blocking the connection a little bit. But they do, if you're inquiring about one person or just people in general, you do give off a very, like you are very physically attractive and physically beautiful, and people maybe even notice you as soon as you walk into the room. You could have something just like kind of the same thing was coming through with the other piles, just this beauty, like feminine, earthy beauty to you. We didn't even really talk about the chameleon yet. The chameleon is adaptable, right? So they could be different in different situations. So maybe when you hang out with one group of friends, you're very outgoing. And when you hang out with another group of friends, you are very shy. And maybe it just depends on the energy that's around you. Because the chameleon can be very adaptable in that way. I also see you just kind of getting along with people in general. Even though we have the Tower here for this major, like a major personality thing, it's also the Six of Wands. There could be something just very, very fun about you, fun and interesting, but also deep. Like there's just many layers to you. So if you are just somebody who is more intuitive and deep, it could be the case that you come off as you're like outgoing and, there's just layers to you. yeah, if you are inquiring about a romantic connection, they definitely are interested in you. They think you're very, very beautiful, and they're intrigued by you. They want to get to know you more. They want to get to know that more inner. They could even want to see you naked is what I'm getting to, but that could be more of, a hypothetical. Like they just want to get to know the real you. If that's not a, romantic connection. Anyways, that is all the information I have for you today, pile 4. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. I put out videos almost every day, and I take requests all the time, so please leave me a comment if there's anything specific that you want to see. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I will link my Etsy shop down below so you can do that. All right, and thanks again so much for sticking around and for tuning into your reading today. All right, pile number 5. If you chose this lizard or gecko, this is your reading. Okay. Overall energy, how do they feel about you? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Hierith, or however you say that, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Three of Pentacles. Teaching and learning, Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Okay. For your tarot, we have the 8 of Voices. Eight of Emotions. And 10, the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune. Lots of moon energy, which can mean Cancer or just intuitive energy here. You could be very empathic with this pile, and it could be to a point where if you are around a lot of negative energy or toxic people, or just around a lot of energy in general, big crowds, you can feel that, and you can kind of feel the negative effects from that. I am getting a very empathic feeling with this pile. Because of that, you relate really well to others. So the people that are in your circle, you get along really, really well with them. You could be lonely right now. I'm kind of getting that with this pile. Like, maybe the people that are around you are not your true, authentic friends. Like, maybe they are out there. Like, this is a pile maybe longing for your soul family. Your soul family is out there, but maybe you are not in connection with them right now. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So the first impression that you give to people or a person is they don't really know about you. There is so much more to you that there's kind of a skittish energy with the lizard. Like, the lizard just wants to run away when they just when anybody approaches them. So there could be just a little more of a retraction, like kind of what like Cancer is the crab or the turtle. And when they get scared, they pull their head into their shell. So there's a little bit of that energy with this pile. You could just be somebody who's very intuitive and empathic. But the people that you know, that you really, really get along with them well. There is a very easygoing nature about you. Could be Pisces energy. There actually could be a lot of different energies going on here, because we've got Earth. The Wheel of Fortune usually has all the signs are, represented here, but the fixed signs especially. So there could be lots of different zodiac signs going on for this one. But I'm really getting this hidden energy, this hidden nature. So you could have related to the last pile as well, pile number 4. And the message for that one was like, what you see is not what you get. So the energy that you give off to people is not close to who you really are. I'm getting just more of a quiet and reserved energy with this one. And maybe it just takes a little while to know the real you. People feel pretty calm around you. They feel like they can go to you for answers or advice. Really empathic energy here, to where maybe sometimes people can take advantage of you because you are of that more empathic and just sweet nature. There could be a very sweet nature about you. Teaching and learning, like, this is really good, just collaborative, a collaborative nature. So you just in general want to get along with everybody. You could be very patient with people if they ask you questions. You have the time to walk them through and give them the answers, and people could find you very approachable because of that. There's nothing very jarring or intense. I'm not getting a big personality or somebody who's very loud with this one. But that being said, there could be a fixed nature about you. Kind of a Taurus where, people can't push you around, things. Once you've made up your mind about something, you're not going to let people change it. Okay. And if you're inquiring about one person, there's just so much more for them to know, they haven't gotten to know you yet. And you're probably the type of person that people really have to spend some time with you before they get to know the real you. Yeah, there's an easygoing, collaborative nature here. You just, in general, get along with other people. Your outlook on life could just be to help people, help those who are in need. And people are going to see you as somebody who's really friendly. Yeah, if this is a romantic question, it's not really a hard yes or a hard no of where that's going to go with that. But if it is, they haven't made up their mind about you. They are not sure about you yet. That's what I'm getting. And that it could be just that you just need to get to know them a little more. And I'm getting that just people that are in your life, maybe you just have fewer connections, but the people that are in your life could be more of star family, soul family. So you could be the type of person who maybe doesn't have a whole lot of friends, but the connections you do have are very, very close. So if this person ends up not being in your life, it's probably because you have ancestors, really looking out for you, and they will steer people away who are not in your best interest. So there could just be questions sometimes like, why didn't that person work out? Why didn't I get more information? I'm left in the dark, or that kind of ended abruptly, and I'm not really sure why. And it's just because your energy is very, very protected. Your ancestors are very protective over you and over who is allowed to come into your life. So they will intervene sometimes and steer certain people away from you. And it could mean that you are just lonely. I'm getting kind of a lonely feeling because of that. If that's true, if you are lonely at this point in time, your star family is out there, your soul family. So you are going to be attracting those to you pretty soon, or just within divine timing. You do have a really close star family. You're going to have very close friends that are going to reflect the beautiful traits that you have within yourself too. All right. So yeah, if you're feeling like maybe you're not where you want to be right now, this is kind of a message from spirit. Like it's for a reason. It's because the people you are going to have in your life, the relationships you are going to have, are going to be really, really special. So, you could have related to pile 1 as well, where one of the first cards was you're not for everyone. That's kind of what I'm getting here is, maybe you have less connections, but the ones that you do have around you are going to be very, very special. All right. So that's all that I have for you today. If you resonated with this reading at all, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. I could use every single subscriber I can get right now. This is a brand new baby channel, and I really enjoy putting out videos for you guys. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could do that on my Etsy shop, and I will leave that info in the description box. All right, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 6. If you chose this little glass turtle, this is your reading. Okay, overall energy. We have King of Pentacles, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Definite earth energy coming through so far. The turtle, I do kind of think of Cancer when I think of the turtle, but either way, there's much more of a reserved energy with this pile. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Yeah, lots of earth energy so far. So if you're inquiring about one person, they think you are so physically beautiful, physically attractive, and that could just be your energy in general. Maybe just all people think that about you. There's so much beauty to the earth signs, earth people in general. For your tarot, we have 10 of emotions, 10 of cups. Number 4, the Emperor, and 16, the Tower. So, and we have Aries energy here too with the Emperor. I'm seeing Aries and Taurus, which is very powerful energy. I'm getting more of a Taurus, like, when someone is quiet but they're not shy, like they're quiet but they're still very powerful when they do speak, and there's nothing really shy. It's not that they're shy, but it's like they're not going to be super, super chatty like a Gemini, where they're, going into too much small talk. It's more about like what the things that you do say are important. could be just fixed energy. That could be Scorpio energy. But definitely a lot of earth and fire. Earth and fire. I mean, also water with the 10 of Cups. So beautiful, really beautiful energy here with the 10 of Cups. Like, look how happy these people are. They are dancing, literally dancing. And this person here is dancing. So that could be you. Like, you could be the type of person who just has like a lot of happy, positive energy, and you bring that out in people. Like, maybe you make them, like, you're the type of person when you hang out with your friends, you're like, let's put on some music, let's get a bottle of wine, let's indulge in life, indulge in the good things in life. Like, let's watch the sunset, get a bottle of wine. That's super Taurus to do. You could definitely be just an outdoorsy person, somebody who really appreciates nature. And there's that beauty to you. So we have the Tower here. So even though there's so many beautiful things about you, like you are physically attractive, you can say exactly what's on your mind. So that's that energy I'm trying to describe, where you're not like you're shy, but you're not quiet. Like, maybe you don't speak a lot or have a lot to say, but when you do, you say exactly what's on your mind, and you can be very forthcoming, very, very honest, even brutally honest. So people are going to see that as either they love you or they hate you. And that could just be the energy that you give off to people right away. And maybe for the people that hate you, or that's very strong words, but maybe you just don't fuck with them. Like, you're like, okay, like, you're not for me. Let me just focus on the people that are for me. And I think that gives you more energy to put into and grow, the connections that are worthwhile for you. And I see you may be the person who can like discern that very easily. Like, look at the Emperor over here, is not even looking over at the Tower, not even paying it any mind at all. So people who don't like you right away for whatever reason, it's probably because you have a very strong energy about you. You could just be very sure of yourself. You could be somebody who practices a lot of self-love. And if there's insecurities within themselves, it's like going to be highlighted. Like, you're going to be so sure of yourself that it makes them feel very insecure. So there could be people throwing the evil eye at you, throwing the stink eye your way. I see you like paying no mind to that, though. Look how much higher she is than all these little people down below. So any haters that you have, really, it's like you pay no mind to them, but you do bring a very strong reaction out of people. We had the Tower for another pile. I think that was pile 2. So you could have related to that pile as well. But the people who like you freaking love you. They get excited to hang out with you. And if you're inquiring about one person, this is how you make them feel. They are really, really excited to hang around you. If you guys, make plans, make a date, they spend a lot of time really looking forward to that. You could be the type of person who, the dates you want to go on are more of outdoorsy, or like, let's go on a hike, let's go to a beautiful place. So the people that you do connect with really, really get you. And that's kind of like the turtle here. The turtle wears their home on their back. And your home can be like your metaphorical home, like your sense of your friends, your close circle of friends. So that means maybe you have a smaller group of friends, but the ones that you keep around you really, really get you, and they understand you on a deep level. So also you could have been related to pile 1 where the overall energy was you're not for everyone, because I'm definitely getting that with this pile as well. So lots of little synchronicities here today in different piles. If it's one person you are inquiring about, this is very, very, very positive. And there's a masculine energy to you, whether you're male or female. If you are a female, there's just a very, very strong presence, and it seems like you are very sure of yourself. And it's kind of that iron fist in the velvet glove feeling that I'm getting, where there's also something very feminine and soft and beautiful. So pretty good energy for this pile, I think. And that's all the messages that I have for you today. If you resonated with anything, if you liked this reading, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I will link my Etsy shop in the description down below. So if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, that's where you will find it. And thanks again, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 7. If you picked this parrot, then this is your reading. It's a kind of opalescent, really pretty parrot. Okay, so we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. We have the Star or the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant or the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, or just earth energy altogether. We have Take Back Your Power, Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Okay, your tarot. We have 3 of Voices, Death, and the Ace of Emotions or the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that a lot of people in this pile are going to be inquiring about one person, because there is very intense energy going on between the two of you. I would not be surprised at all if this was a twin flame or another type of soulmate connection. Karmic, could be karmic, but I am getting the mirroring here. This could be a karmic friendship, a friend that is really, really, really close to you on a deep level. This could definitely be an ex or a friendship that has ended, a relationship that has ended. There's a lot of love here, a lot of love between the two of you. But there's also, this is a pile of soul growth. The person you are asking about is somebody that was meant to be in your life, that was always meant to be in your life. So before you even came to this earth, you made a soul contract with this person to meet them, to have a relationship, to have a very strong and intense relationship with them. That could be romantic, that could be a literal family member, or a very, very close friend. So if none of that is really resonating, that's probably, you may want to pick another pile. But this is a very deep friendship or deep relationship, deep connection, where you guys, it's also very, very difficult. You guys are mirroring a lot of shadow work. When we pick these connections for soul growth, If there is any shadows within us, weakness within us, darkness within us, this other person brings that out in us. It highlights it. And it could be vice versa. Maybe you bring really strong reactions out of your other person too. I see that maybe at one point, I'm definitely getting like, there's been an ending here or a breakup. It seems that at one point you guys shared a lot of things emotionally and you really were like talkative to this person. There's the parrot here, but also like there's just such an opalescent, like watery, intuitive energy to just this. I think it's made out of a seashell. So you could have told this person a lot about you, and maybe they already really know you pretty well. 5 of Pentacles also is some kind of abandonment energy. 7 of Pentacles is like somebody really misses the other person, and that could be the case with both of you guys. Like you're both missing each other. Look how far away these two are. So it's like I'm getting the feeling that you two are separated. And we have this message here of take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Like maybe you've just really gone through the motions with this person. And it could be that you're feeling, alone, abandoned, heartbroken, feeling very emotional over this person. If that's resonating, if that's how you're feeling, they are feeling exactly the same way. You could be stuck in a karmic cycle right now, but you will be moving on and you will be getting out of it. And I think it'll be really different for different people as to whether or not, you'll get back together with them. If this is a breakup or something that's ended, I think that the outcome will be different. I'm not really tuning into the outcome, but more so of the energy you're feeling right now. If you're feeling sad, depressed, down, or weakened by this, you will get to a place where you are revitalized and your power is taken back. And there were intense lessons to learn with this connection. So this could be a time right now for you to journal, meditate, tune into what those lessons were supposed to be. Because if you do not learn the lesson, if you don't get it, if it doesn't click, you are going to repeat the lesson with this person or with another person. So if this person brought on feelings of intensity, if you don't heal the shadow work that you're being shown, it is going to keep coming up. You will be on a loop or in a cycle. So it's kind of, you should take a pause. It's a time for reflection, for self-reflection. So first impressions this person has of you. I mean, this is a very, very deep, very strong relationship. So there could have been something that you really, really noticed about them right away, or you were really drawn to them right away for some reason, and vice versa. This is how they feel about you. So could be that there is healing needed here. For a lot of you, if this is a breakup, you will see this person again. They are not gone. And that's kind of the overwhelming energy I'm getting, is that this person will be back in your life again. They are thinking of you. They are dreaming of you. They are missing you. And if it is the case that this person is supposed to come back, there's just lessons. There's lessons to learn. So they could come back to, trigger more lessons, trigger more things within you that need to be learned. Or it could be there definitely could be a twin flame energy going on with this, to where when you've healed really deep parts of yourself, that's when you really come into union with them. There could be marriage here, with the Hierophant being here. The stars here definitely could be a soulmate. So yeah, if you're feeling really down, you are going to get to a place eventually of really being in your power. I don't see you there right now, but you will be. You will definitely will be. As far as the timing goes, that's going to be different for every single person. And yeah, there's lots of deep emotional lessons, lots of lessons to be learned with this pile. So journaling can be really great. Yeah, I say a lot. I think that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way through, please give this video a thumbs up if it resonated. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Put out new videos almost every day on just about any topic. So if you have a topic in mind that you really want a reading on, you can't really search this topic, please leave it in the comments down below. I will do my best to get to every suggestion. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that will be in my Etsy shop, and I will link that down below for you. All right. And okay, pile number 8. So if you chose pile number 8, the beetle over here, this is your reading. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, King of Cups. So I'm getting right away that you are somebody who really keeps their cards close to their chest, keeps their emotions close, can keep a lot of things within. So you're not going to let people know that about you right away. We have jump in Andromedon energy, adventure, say yes to change. Okay, so very adventurous energy here. Passion, yes. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Lots of creative energy, lots of color. You could be, somebody who dresses just like with, lots of different patterns, different colors. Maybe your sense of style is very unique. Very unique to you. Okay, your tarot, we have the 9 of Emotions or 9 of Cups. She's surrounded by diamonds, it looks like. Six of Voices. The Priestess or the High Priestess. And the 10 of Materials or the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So if you're inquiring about one person in particular, they are so interested in you. Like there is a fiery passion, love, literal love here. You probably are just not sure about them because this could be their energy as well. You see how both of these players are not showing their cards, not really showing their true feelings, exactly what's on their mind. Scorpio energy is here with the King of Cups, but just also any water sign can be present. I'm seeing Pisces. Yeah, there could be lots of different signs with this one. The High Priestess here. It seems like the impression you leave is one that you are very emotionally intuitive. Also just like your outer energy, your outer appearance. There could be something very fiery about the way that you look, about your hair. And by fiery, I mean like people are drawn to you, attracted to you, like you turn heads. So that could be, maybe you dress very colorfully, maybe your hair is colorful, or your hair is just maybe you're just like very like up to date with the styles that you wear. Like you wear things that are very trendy, so people look at you and they're like, ooh, what is she wearing? I see a lot of people looking at you, but it's not like you interact with everybody. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change, 10 of materials. So you actually could have a lot of friends. There's a big family here, but this could be friends, just a really big circle of friendships here. You could have a lot of psychic energy, intuitive energy. Like I'm getting a lot of that water sign energy. So we've been getting that with a lot of the other cards, like very empathic or intuitive. But with this card, this pile in particular, there is something about your outer appearance that is very flashy. Those, beetles, June bugs, or pretty much any type of beetle. A lot of beetles have that like rainbow exoskeleton that's like, when it shines, it shimmers different things of rainbow. That's kind of what I'm picturing with this pile. Like your outer appearance is very, very different. Turns a lot of heads. And if you're inquiring about one person, that is something that they really, really like about you. You could be an artist or somebody who's very artistic, or maybe if you know anything about your birth chart, you might want to look at your Venus placement, because I'm seeing like you could be the type of person who is like a Scorpio sun, but then your Venus is in Sagittarius. So like normally Scorpios would wear all black, but if your Venus is in Sagittarius, you're going to be interested in just more of an eclectic type of, clothing, how you do your hair and makeup. You're going to be the type of person that stands out when you enter a room. But that doesn't mean that people are going to know you right away, because you do keep your cards close to your chest. So your emotions, the innermost you, are more protected. And that's kind of been a lot of the themes with the piles today. It's like the energy you give off is not the real, true, authentic you. Like if you are, if you do know a lot about your birth chart, I am seeing that your rising sign could just be very different than your sun sign, or you just have a lot of different energies going on in this chart. You have a really big circle of friends or family or ancestors, guides. You have a lot of protection around you. And you are, I know this has been coming through for like all the piles. I'm not just saying that, but it is coming through that there's something about you that is very, very physically beautiful, physically attractive, and intriguing. So you give off that energy. Like people really want to know more about you. Even though I said you could dress very, very like, flamboyantly or out there is, this person who's like in a coat and a hat down here and, in a cloak over here. So there's something that's kind of just more hidden that, what you see is really not what you get right away. That there's more to know about you. But I do see you as just a very like happy and positive person. Knight of Emotions here is a very positive card. 6 of Swords here is one that like you like the calmer waters. So maybe you have that kind of equalizing energy to where you kind of calm people down, or you're like, no guys, like let's not fight, like let's look at things from both sides. So you have that presence about you that calms people. If you've read Twilight or seen the movie and you're familiar with Jasper, like that's one of his powers, is to neutralize energy and to calm people. I am seeing that here. Also, Alice would be like this high priestess, so you could literally be like the combination of Jasper and Alice. Like she's someone who's literally psychic and can see the future. So lots of psychic energy here. I'm seeing just a strong bond and connection to your friends, your family, and the people that are closest to you. So if you're inquiring about one person in general, they really like that about you. They notice that about you, and they're like, oh, the people surrounding her, she has a lot of friends that really like her. That must mean that she's of really high value. So that's kind of what they're thinking about you. There is a really like fun and adventurous side to you that people find very intriguing, and like you just could be the type to make a lot of people laugh. There's that intuitive side to you where you really get people. You know, you want to see things from their perspective and their point of view. And maybe you've just done a lot of work on yourself, because it's like you have this ability to put your ego aside and listen to other people and get their point of view. So if you're asking about one person in particular, they really, really like this trait about you, and they really want to get to know you. They're like intrigued, and they're like, ooh, I want to know more. So yeah, if you're asking about one person, then I see that as a very positive sign. Right, so I believe that this is all the messages I have for you today, pile number 8. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you are not already. I just started this channel, so every subscriber counts, and I really appreciate that. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, those are available, and I will link all that information in the description box down below. And just thanks again for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.